Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us at this webinar on the benefits of using a HR management system. This is us at Clover HR, just a short introduction into the team. We have over 32 business partners now across the UK, and we're going to talk to you obviously about the Breathe system today, or a management tool. But if you do need anything after today on an HR capacity, please do let me know. Clover HR have recently received our ISO 9001 award last year, and we're extremely proud of this. So this demonstrates our commitment and professionalism to our clients and the very high standard that we set on compliance and that we achieve. Welcome today from myself, Lynn Berman. I am HR Business Partner and Associate Director for Clover. Joining me today also is Adam Kendall from Breathe HR, and he'll be talking through a demonstration for you on Breathe, so he will introduce himself later. There is a Q&A at the end, so feel free to ask anything throughout the session, or at the very end we will give you an opportunity to ask any questions that you have. You are on mute, but please do unmute yourself if you wanted to ask us anything and chat to us. But again, the questions will be at the end as well. So today's contents, the importance of a management information system I will talk through, and then what is Breathe HR, and we will be linking Adam and Brooke from Breathe HR into that. And then Adam will give us a Breathe HR demo. I will talk to you about how this benefits the employer, how it benefits the employee, and different tips that you can gain from this. And then further information of installation costs for Breathe, Adam will cover, and then a little summary for myself, and then we'll have a Q&A session at the end. So when we look at the importance of a management information system in the workplace, HR software is a human resource management system, and essentially it's a tool to make managing people easier. So we're going to explore this morning how it does this and what benefits it gives to your business. So what is Breathe HR? We're continually seeking to provide our retained customers with the best range of services to support them and their team with all their HR needs. We work very closely with Breathe, and February's marketing theme for us was Breathe HR. We're very proud to be gold partners of Breathe, with a number of clients of ours already using this service, and hopefully today you'll see how it can help you within your workplace. Breathe HR is a cloud-based software that helps streamline all your HR requirements. It helps you process holidays, monitors absence, plans appraisals for you, manages expenses, and much more. It puts your people first and frees up time for what's important. So using a HR software can help you to streamline all your HR requirements and functions that are involved in people management. So with an abundance of tools and intuitive insights at your fingertips, our HR software can help clear your mind and show your team where they can process holidays, as well as allowing you to plan appraisals, manage expenses, organise shifts, etc., and so much more. I'd like to now introduce you to Adam Kendall, who is our partner account manager at Breathe, and he will give you a demonstration on all to do with this. So listen carefully.
Hi everyone, it's a pleasure to be involved in this presentation. I just want to kind of introduce myself and a little bit about Breathe. So I have been working for Breathe for quite a few years now, and I absolutely love Breathe. One of the things that Breathe is very, very big about is putting their people first, and it's all about making sure that everything we do within Breathe works for the employees. What I'll do, I'll go through the slides now, and I will show you a demo, but just to make sure you guys are confident, I'll talk about security. So within Breathe is a cloud-based system, and because it's a cloud-based system, apologies about this. Because it's a cloud-based system, we want to make sure that all of our data is stored in England, so we are regulated by the English regulations. So if anything changes in the EU, it doesn't affect us because we are stored. All our data is stored in England. We're ISO accredited, and everything is everything's based in Amazon Web Services. So to show you Breathe, I've done a live demo here of how Breathe looks for you. So here, I'm going to show you the holidays. What you can do within the holidays is you can go into your people, and you can see everyone here who is on your profiles in your account. They can add their own photos, and you can assign them to their own area within Breathe, so their own departments. We're not looking at that though today. We're going to look at holiday. So along here, you can see that there is profile, leave, sickness, learn, and more. There's lots of stuff you can do here, but I'm not going to show you everything here. I'm going to show you the leave section. So within leave, you have book, taken, adjustments, and usage. So taken shows you all the holidays that this person has taken whilst they've been using Breathe. Again, you can use the usage for here is an area where you can see how much holiday they've used already this year, where they should be using more. So this area here is where you can book potentially times when they're not going to take holiday, but they want to have another and you want to track it. You can pop that there. Again, you can book holiday here. So you can book start date, end dates, add notes, and then you can add it on, and you can see that holiday is down there. It's down as booked, and we've got 20 days allowance. They've only got 15 days left. So this has been, I've recorded this screen, so just in case there's any technical issues, and this process that I've shown you, there's no shortcuts. That is how quick and easy it is to actually book holidays. What I've done, I'll do it again for sickness. So you've got here, you can see in your dashboard who is sick. So HR can see everyone, the line manager can see who's sick within their team. You can go into your team, you can see who's on holiday or who's off sick, and you can then go into their sickness and see what sickness they've had. So is it still ongoing, or when's it finished? You've got the Bradford's factor. You've also got trends. So you can actually see here if a certain employee takes a certain day sick, and maybe you have to have a conversation with them about that. What we're going to do is look here. This person hasn't got any sickness, but they actually have called in sick. So they called in sick on Monday, and they're off sick till today. Yesterday, we know they're going to come back, and we know they're going to come back tomorrow, or yesterday, sorry. You can do sickness types. You can alter this as much as you want. So if you are a business and you have back pains as a reason why a lot of people are sick, you can add that specifically there. You can see here, you've got completed, raise a query. Raise a query might be, you might say, I need a doctor's note. You might have, you might say, actually, I don't need anything. I'm happy. They're back. They're only off for 2 days. Let's close that. That is sickness. A very simple factor. If you want to go into a bit more and you want the reports, here you can use the Bradford factor. Some employees like this, some employees don't. But this is what you can do with Clover HR. Have that conversation. So this area here is actually one of my favorite areas within Breathe. This is company documents. So within company documents, you've got you can put as many documents as you want in here. So get rid of all those filing cabinets you've got in the office or wherever you're based, and you can actually put this information here for all your employees to have access virtually. And you can do this for different departments. As you can see, you can do it for HR, you can do it for all employees, or you can actually just do it to a certain person. What I'll show you now is how easy it is to do this. So you can go into company documents, and this opens up this page. If you hit add, and then you can write in the title if you need, drop it down, and here you can see you can select the audience that you want. You can do departments, you can do divisions, or you can even do people. What you can do as well, you can make it red required. So if it's something that's a new policy and you want to make sure people have read it, then you tick that and you can put a date. And then it populates here and it pops up into their employee dashboard, which I will show you later on. Again, you can see if people have read it and when they've read it. So you can see Barbara has read this and they've read this in 2018, but everyone else hasn't. So I'm going to send them a reminder. So rather than sending everyone individually to say, have you read this, have you not? You can automatically send a reminder to everyone within Breathe. And then you have permissions. So permissions is an area where you might want to make sure that certain people can do things and certain people aren't. So every company is different. What we do first off is we're going to go into pick lists. So a pick list is, I'm sure that everyone listening today is not the same business. So whether you're an office-based business, whether you're an IT, a garage, a call center, you can actually tailor your departments to, or your companies to what you need it to be. I'm not going to go into more detail about that. Have a conversation with Clover HR. But what I'm going to show you here is what you can do permissions wise. So you can change what line managers can see and do. They might be within the company. You might say to them that you only want them to see certain areas. So you might say, actually, I want them to see their personal profile, but I don't want them to manage their one-to-ones, or I do. Or I want them to actually be able to do one-to-ones and actually manage their deliverables. So we're really hot on performance management. So we want them to make sure their managers are actually setting targets for them. So this is how it looks like for an employee. So an employee can see a little bit less than you guys can, but you have your dashboard and they can book their holiday here, they can put their sickness here, they can put any expenses, and they can see objectives here as well. You can go, if you're a manager, you have your managers dashboard, and you've also got a community area where people can put suggestions if you wish. So we'll go into their profile, and you can see it looks very, very similar to everyone. So it looks like you did before. They can see their job, they can see their personal, they can see leave, sickness, training, and whatever you've made available for your employees to view. Again, they can look at their company documents, they can look at company goals, they can look at the directory and the organizational chart. This is for them to see, if you're a business where you are 200 big, they might not know everyone within the business. They might be working in sales and they want to be speaking to someone in the warehouse, but they don't actually know who that person is. So they can go to this directory and actually find that person within Breathe, rather than asking their manager and their manager asking another manager to then get in contact. So that is Breathe at its simplest. I'll hand back over now. So there we go. Should be back over to you, Lynn.
Brilliant, thank you. So thanks, Adam. So we need to look now at what the benefits are for the employer and the employee. So obviously you can see from the demo, you have a business to run. You do not want to be spending unnecessary time dealing with time-consuming people management tasks, which could be automated. So this HR software automates simple processes such as holiday booking or tracking absence. This minimises the number of manual interventions needed to complete a process, therefore streamlines to increase overall productivity and hopefully work management for yourself. It's all in one place, a centralised information. Everything you need to know is readily available on the cloud. Where you have various systems and spreadsheets in place, you're likely to duplicate data that you've created and obviously have manual workarounds to get the information you need. Having all this information in one place enables the information to be accessed easily anywhere in where you're working. Updates need only to be done once and will follow through consistently through the system rather than ending up with various sheets containing conflicting information. This stops any uncertainty and distrust of the information. So we found that really useful with us, that once it's compliance with your systems, policies, processes, you update it once, everyone can see it. It also improves reporting and analytics. So with the centralised information HR software, it lets you dig into analytics to solve problems and spot trends. So for example, are there high rates of absence on a Friday? So as Adam said, in the absence rates, it spots trends through and in there. The HR software makes collecting and accessing this data a lot easier. It helps you make better decisions. So the information is readily available and currently makes decision making easier. So it also makes poor decision making less likely, because you're not relying on outdated or antiquated, inadequate information. Again, the GDPR rules keeps your data more secure with requirements to comply with GDPR, and improved secure location for employees' personal information is a significant benefit here. It also gives peace of mind that personal information won't be left on someone's desk. So you can limit access to certain documents, making access based on need rather than who has physical access to that filing cabinet or bookcase. Cloud-based HR software also protects your data from physical catastrophes such as a flood or a fire, and you can access your data from anywhere using your computer or device. So look for systems like Breathe HR, which have been ISO 27001 certified for the high level of security they provide to your data. It also helps you thrive in a remote environment. So a cloud-based system provides handy access to important information, even when you're working remotely. And let's face it, we've all had that over the last 12 to 18 months during the pandemic, where many workplaces are still forced to work from home. So you don't want to have, you do not want a lack of access to documents to stop your business moving forward. And it improves the employee experience. So with a single HR system like Breathe, employees can log in to view key information. So this may include personal information, for example, how much holiday entitlement they have, when others have booked leave, current training statuses, but they can also have company documents such as handbooks and policies. So this saves time for the managers, who no longer have to respond to questions on information that the employees can now access themselves, saving them both time and money and hassle. Moving on to the next slide, Adam is just going to talk to you about the pricing for Breathe.
Yeah, so pricing of Breathe, we like to make it very transparent. So you can go on our website and our website will show you these prices. We work not by per employee, we work within segments. So as you can see, we have our micro, which is at £11, and that's for between 1 and 10 people. And then we go staggered up from starter, regular, pro, and premium. The most you'll spend is £241 a month, and that's if you have 250 employees. If you go annually, there is a 10% discount. So all you need to do is just figure out how much that would be over the 12 months and divide it by, take 10% off, and that's the price you would pay depending on the size of your business. Implementation wise, it's relatively simple and quick and easy. I won't go into this too much because you will need to speak to people like Clover HR to actually get that process, because there's bits that the Breathe can do quite quickly, quite easily, but the processes that you need to speak to Clover HR and actually making sure that the processes behind Breathe are there and ready. So thank you very much, Lynn.
Brilliant, thank you, Adam. So just going on for a summary of what we've said. So it is time saving. It's a centralized information source. It does improve reporting and analytics, and a lot of the reports on there are really good reports that you can get within minutes. Helps you make better decisions based on factual information. Keeps your data more secure. Improves the employee experience. They could book holidays from home, and you can authorize them from home. There is a small implementation fee, but again, it's a quick, easy process to set up, and it gets things going within your business straight away. It's just a small spreadsheet for you to fill in. So If you want to take the next steps, contact Clover and we can offer you a free demo on the system with Breathe up until the end of March 2022. So get involved now if you want to have a free demo to see if it can help your organisation. I am going to quickly run a poll, if that's okay with the people watching. So what we want to know is, how familiar are you with HR management information systems? I'm going to launch that now just to get some answers from you as we're going along. So I have had a question come through while we're doing that poll of back to work interviews, and can we put documents on there from a return to work interview? So where all the company documents are, you can put a return to work interview into the personnel file of that individual, and then it's all there ready to access. If there is another absence, we can obviously link back to the return to work interview and go from there.
Absolutely, and to add on to that, Lynn, you can also add the documents into the actual sickness as well. So if you want to, if you know it's going to be an isolated back to work interview, then you might want to add that document just to the sickness log that they've created. But as Lynn says, if it's going to be a recurring one, you don't want to be going in and out of more than one sickness. So you would put it into the individual's documents within company documents.
Brilliant, thank you. On the poll results, I'm going to share the results now, but how familiar are you with the management information system? Very familiar at 25%, a little at 75%, and not at all. So all of you are familiar with something, it's just obviously more a little than the knowledge of it. So if we can help in that way, then obviously get in touch with us. So moving on to any further question and answers, if you have got anything, please feel free to put it in the chat in the Q&A now, and I'll certainly look at it then. We've got one for, does this system allow for staff to clock in and out of work, so effectively do away with timesheets? We have got a rota system, a time and attendance arm to that. So Adam, do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have our own module at an additional cost that you can speak to Clover HR about, but essentially the system allows you to create rotas, and it allows you to people to clock in with a 4-digit PIN that's unique to them, and they can do that whether it's via a computer, a tablet, a phone, or they can do it on their own device if you wish for them to do that. And it will automatically create timesheets if you want to keep the timesheets and run payroll around that timesheet, as long as you put the pay within Breathe.
Got a further question. Is there a calendar so you can see overall who is off that week or month rather than a list of people to look through?
Yeah, absolutely. So there is a section within Breathe where you can go in, and if you're a manager, you can see everything. So you can see not just who's off sick, you might have who's on holiday. Sorry, you can also see who's off sick at that time, who's at training, who's not going to be around on that week or month. And you can go into the calendar page within Breathe, and you can see that for the whole team as well. So not just yourself, you can see it for all employees. So you can see if you can actually, if you're going to be short-staffed because everyone's off and there's only one person in the department in total. So yes, you can.
I've got another question here. Does Breathe integrate with your payroll system, such as Xero?
So at the moment, it integrates with Payrite. So it doesn't integrate with Xero. It's something that we may include in the future, but at the moment there isn't a functionality. The only one we sync with is Payrite.
Brilliant, thank you for that, Adam. Just to talk a bit further about Clover, obviously we did a client satisfaction survey last year, and just wanted to share with you some of the results today with what our clients described. Our communication between the business and Clover HR was excellent, 100%. So it's just something we're really proud of, and I just wanted to share with you today. But thank you for listening. I must say a massive thank you for Adam for sharing all of his knowledge with us today. Thank you, and pulling those slides together in the demonstration. And if you need anything after today, please do not hesitate to contact Clover HR, and we can help you with all your management information systems in conjunction with Breathe.